Hello, Legion. It's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 Rise and Fall in our Glory of Rome 2 series. Quick reminder for those of you who might be newer to the channel, if there are ever any schedule irregularities, check the the community tab on the channel. You can access that from the mobile app or from the desktop, regardless of where you're watching the channel. It's a great way to just kind of see if there's any announcements that I might have posted about that. And in this case, there definitely was. So we've had a bit of a content pause, but we are back. And as of now, 3 Thursdays from the moment this episode is going live, it is January, 28th? The morning you guys are watching this, I believe. Yes. No, wait. Maybe 27th. Hang on, what's the date? 28th. Okay, I was right. So it's 28th the morning you guys are watching this, and in 3 Thursdays, so 2 weeks from this Thursday, Gathering Storm's going to be coming out. And I am hoping to have some content on Gathering Storm before the launch date, but we will certainly have some content for Gathering Storm as soon as I can get it to you. So let me know what your thoughts are on the first civilization that you would like me to play as. I'll obviously keep my hand on the steering wheel, and I will ultimately, kind of make that call based on what feedback I get and also kind of how I'm feeling. But I'll be curious to see what you think on that. And also, what else was I going to say about that? Yeah, this series, whether or not it'll continue. I think I'll probably have the end of the series recorded by then, even if the series is still going. I'll probably have it recorded out, I would imagine. So, anyway, we've just finished the Estadio Dominicana, and we are ready to continue our playthrough. Looks like we have some, well, maybe not. I'm seeing housing notifications here on my on the bar, on the left hand, right hand, whatever side that is. But I'm not actually seeing that there are housing issues still in those cities, so I'm not sure why these are popping up. The notifications are always a little bit funky. Yeah, emergency completed, haha. They're always a little bit funky when you load up a game for the first time. So, our commercial hub in Athens has been pillaged by barbarians. Oh yeah, you guys. We're gonna have to deal with them at some point. Where might I have some units? Any in the area, or am I just going to train? I mean, I can definitely build something in Athens that can fight back against those barbarians. I might even be able to buy something in Athens. Nothing strong enough. Annoyingly. Well, in that case, a couple of different ways we could do this. We could do any tank crew, since those are tanks. It's probably the smartest way to go about this. Or we could just go with artillery and blow them up that way. And of course, any unit I build, I might eventually be able to get them over to the other front line. Oh, also we have this guy up here. I'm not sure why you weren't showing a moment ago. Or maybe you were and I just forgot about you, because it has been a second since I recorded. So maybe I could just bring you down, and we have this tank building here too. That's useful. We need to go after that builder. Alright, good. So we got that builder back. I believe that was ours to begin with. And it was this barbarian tank was up there at some point. So yeah, let's go ahead and train up another anti-tank unit. And we could eventually make a corps maybe out of these two. So that's an additional unit on the books, but that's okay. So how are we doing otherwise? We are here at Italy, and I'm going to go through and see where I need to build. Now that we have the Estadio Dominicana built, we should have better amenities pretty much across all of our cities. And we are focused, of course, on using loyalty to conquer Cleopatra. So we're going to be working on that too. Builder, probably not so much. Let's take a look at the front line and where else we need some love. I'm looking at other places we might be building units specifically. I'm not seeing that many, because we need to start coring and armying up our units. I do have army unlocked. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. That was a while ago. That's been unlocked since... Which tech was that? It's not steel. I think it's... actually, no, it's not a tech. It is a civic. And it unlocks with... Oh yeah, it's been unlocked for a while, I think. Yeah, mobilization. So, definitely need to get my armies finished. So why don't we go ahead and say, in this case... We've got a couple of machine guns that are going to need to be promoted, and I do need to go ahead and upgrade these. I hate to lose the range on them. I really do, but it is time. We've got the gold for it. Let's make it happen. It makes me sad. It really does. You know, you lose that range, but they are more powerful as machine guns. So, there it is. Alright, what can I do with you? I think we already have in Zaranka an airport built. Yeah, right there, as a matter of fact. So, Aratium... Well, Aratium's actually a pretty good location for one, to tell you the truth. So, why don't we do an aerodrome? We could put one on that blank tile, or we can put it up here. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can put it right there next to that road. Not that that matters too much, but aesthetically, perhaps, it matters a little bit. And then Delhi, oh yeah, we are definitely going to do an entertainment complex in Delhi. And the best thing to do here would probably be to put it right there, where we could potentially do bread and games and use that to influence the nearby cities. That's my thinking there. And how about we go for a... yeah, let's go for a builder in Hagmatana. We've still got a number of unimproved tiles that could help that city grow. Shurupak just looks like it finished building a little bit. But we still need to repair the walls, so let's do that. It's always funny when I jump back into recording after a few days of not recording. I talk more about why I didn't record in the post that I mentioned on the community tab, but like I'm always... It takes me a second to find my way back to my commentary game. It's just a weird thing. It's a funny thing. Builder here too, I think? Yeah, we've got a lot of unimproved aluminum, and we've got these planes here. Now, let's see. Yeah, some of these are... Well, all of those, actually, I won't be able to improve. That wheat is a different story, and we have some unimproved tiles there, so it's still worth getting a builder set up. But, dang. It's going to take a while. Let's also do one here in Nippur. Okay, now we have these settlers out this direction. And I believe I intentionally moved these back. They were out in the water, and we had to recall them because of a barbarian interference run, but we have a seaport here. And did I not have a ship already out in the water that was helping to find these guys? Yeah, here you are. Alright, so did I have... Yeah, you were going there, and you were going to settle there, I think, right? Because that puts you in range of a lot. There we go. We're the very first settlement on Europe. That's a pretty big frickin' deal. God, look at our Golden Age score. How close are we? 8 turns away from our next era. Almost makes me wish that I'd waited to settle that city, right? Alright, so all of this is in range of that city. I want this city to be more northern. I kind of like the idea of having it up in the snow because there's some snow-based wonders we could take advantage of. Alright, what if I put it... It would definitely have that food. Man, this city would not be in good shape, food-wise. The fish would help it, but I want that oil, man. I want it in my life. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. We're going to have a city way up north. We're going to be brave. This is going to be the equivalent of, like, Roman settlements in Great Britain, which is appropriate because this is the continent of Europe. So, how about we go for... Can I purchase a monument? Yes, of course I can. Do I want the extra culture or the extra growth? I think I want growth first. Let's go ahead and say granary. And we do want Duracortorum to grow as many citizens as soon as possible, please. And how about we... Yeah, just work on a monument. It won't take that long to build. It looks like it's going to take longer than it's actually going to take. And then you... Come back. It's going to take you a minute, but come back. We need those settlers to have an escort. We have a seaport finishing up here, so we'll have more sea units coming soon, but we can't exactly get settlers out here. I could potentially put a settler out in this direction just to have something started. That's not the worst idea. The only issue is the barbarians. I'm going to wait a turn or two to figure that out. And then we have potentially some space. No, we still have nothing for our great people here. Jane Austen, poor Jane Austen, and Johann Wolfgang von Goethe have not had a place to put their great works. Yatsuhashi Kingyo also has nothing. Sorry, Yatsuhashi. My bad. Okay. You are... Sparta is trading with Rome, and that's helping that city grow. Do you have... Did I give you more slots of just things that you can... Alright, that farm belongs to Mycenae, but I don't really think... That belongs to Halicarnassus. I'm going to give you to Sparta. That's much better. Okay, do you see the growth time increase from giving them that food? That's much, much better. And I will go ahead and resume that trade route. Is there a better one than Rome, though? Yes, there is. If I had Sparta trade with Sparta, we could get them a lot more food per turn, and also some gold per turn, and my alliance with Sparta. Not Sparta, but Sparta gets better. You know what I'm saying. Improve that deer tile. All right. So we are right here on the frickin' border with Nubia, who, by the way, doesn't like me. And she's probably going to like me even less when she realizes that I'm lining up on her border. But that's who we're going to war with next. It's happening. We do not have a spot for that trader. We might soon, but we don't at the moment. What are you doing? You have 2 build charges. Come down there. And this Inquisitor might have stuff to do. Let's see. I have to take a look around. Beautiful. Alright, so Nippur has been cleansed. Yes, we have this settler here too. And I think, yeah, these guys are ready. So why don't you go ahead and hop into the water. And we'll have you escort. You're not able to move now, but next turn you will be able to. And this submarine... this is going to be fun. Oh, man. Alright. These barbarians are going to die. I'm attacking swordsmen with a submarine. It makes me so happy. Alright, so this city provides +1 appeal to any tile that it owns. I guess Aratium... There's not really any... Well, is there a city maybe that has the most tourism already? Maybe that's going to be the way to do it. Seems like Rome could be good. The tourism system, or they haven't talked about it much. I'm actually surprised they haven't talked about it much. Maybe they've talked about it on a stream that I've missed. I've kind of been looking out for them to highlight specific features of Gathering Storm, and they've mentioned that they're reworking the culture victory, but I don't know that they've really talked about it. Let me know in the comments if I've missed something. I would love to kind of catch myself up on that, and I'm sure there's some literature that I could look into as well. But all of this that you're looking at now might be about to shift. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in Rome. And it seems that in order to do so, I'm going to have to move that great person. Alvar Alto has just had their effect activated, which improves the appeal. And I don't even know that appeal necessarily affects, come to think of it, I don't know that it affects tourism. I think it is more likely to affect, like, I know that appeal can help you, dang it, let's just look it up. It's been a while since I thought about tile appeal. Yeah, it affects neighborhood districts. Tiles appeal can be viewed in its tooltip and is affected by the following. Okay, so appeal really does just apply to neighborhoods. So, okay, will also affect the culture victories tourism system through national parks and seaside resorts. Okay, so it only applies to culture victories when national parks are involved. That's good to know. I do have a natural park down in the Greek area, right? So it probably would have been better to use that great person, like, in Ephesus. Yeah. Okay, lesson learned. Not a system I've fooled around with too much. So, let's send that worker up to get those sheep that... actually, no, let's not do that, because that's not in range of anything. Why don't you go up there to the potential lumber mill? Modern era ends in 8 turns. I know! You've already told me. Alright, this settler is also headed up this direction. Wonderful. Turn 201. Episode 30, of course, of Glory of Rome 2. Hard to believe so much time has already passed. Korea has just declared war on Babylon. Allied friend reports that Greece is trying to put down partisans in Sparta that were recruited by China. So China is responsible for our current issues. And by the way, that reminds me.
The GPS on the way home.
All right, so that's an interesting quote. Rocket artillery is now available to me, as is the mobile SAM. And we stole some gold from China. Haha, in your face. So there's that. But I was just reminded of a commenter a few episodes back, maybe just on the last episode, because it has been a second since I posted an episode in this series, that maybe the reason we couldn't make peace with China is they were in an emergency against me, which makes a whole heck of a lot of sense. So, they will accept the deal. Oh my god, no, you are just an idiot. Now that I'm no longer in an emergency against them, maybe they'll start to change their tune, though, and realize maybe I shouldn't be that demanding. Holy crap. Do you see how much they were demanding? That's ridiculous. Obtain gold from naval victories or additional gold from coastal raids. Let's go for additional gold from coastal raids. That's just something about that makes me happy. Alright, so this spy has leveled up. Time to complete all missions reduced by 25%. Fabricate, scandal, or neutralize governors of 2 levels more experience. What do I have so far? So we have Amidius, who is counter-spying, and then we have several spy recruits, so no spies, it seems like, have actually leveled up yet. Yeah, Amidius neutralized a governor, and that made him our counter-spy. It's one of the reasons we have him back in Rome, because it made him a quartermaster, in fact. So, ooh, hello. Gain 234.5 science for every artifact in this city. Artifacts in all your cities generate 300% of their normal tourism. Hello, culture victory. Not that I'm going to go for one, but we might get an accidental culture victory. Yeah, that's probably going to happen, to tell you the truth. We're winning that game. But the thing is, with the domination victory, which we are pursuing, the more cities, the more civilizations you conquer, the less likely you are to get a culture victory. Because there's fewer civilizations to be tourists. Right? It's kind of the way it works. So, alright, we just finished a builder in Ravenna. Wait a minute, what else was I looking at, though? We're working with China. We're working with spies. Oh, yeah. This spy needs a promotion. So, time to complete all missions reduced by 25%. Fabricate, scandal, or neutralize governor. I kind of like the idea of neutralizing governors, as if 2 levels more experienced. Let's go ahead and do that. I like the time complete, the mission timer completion as well, but not as much as I like that first option. Alright, so Eiffel Tower will raise the appeal of all tiles by 2. So this will help in the way that that great person was trying to. And this will be done relatively soon, too, if I start building it. Why don't we go ahead and put it... And there's not really a lot of options, but I like its build speed. It'll be done relatively soon. Alright, so let's do that. Let's get some construction going, as well as build some additional farms. And we have this uranium here. We already have enough uranium to kind of work with as a civilization. Man, speaking of Gathering Storm, that strategic resource rework is coming pretty soon. Civilization's actually going to have resources per turn in the same way a lot of other real-time and turn-based strategies have, in terms of, you know, building up resources like these. Right now, you just have amounts that you accrue based on what's in your territory and what you trade. And that is about to change forever. All right, so Setia is now able to build more boats, and we're going to build more boats. Not only are we going to build more boats, we're going to build kind of boats that make me happiest. Specifically, we're going to build a battleship fleet such that we can armada it up. And it's not even going to take that long. It's just going to take 4 turns, which is fantastic. All right, Shrewdpock has finished repairing its walls. Shipyard could be a good idea here. So could a stock exchange. You don't need a bath just yet. You might eventually. You're not that smelly. There's a shipyard. Yeah, we're going to keep you guys here for now. Like I said, we're going to wait a few turns on them. We're just gonna chill. All right, so Muscat. I guess we're going for production in Muscat. Although, again, from a food perspective, it would be better to trade with any of these cities. Sparta's the better deal. Let's go ahead and begin that. route. Gonna skip their turns. Rome to Pharsalos. I mean, I suppose I'll just keep that route going. Gatsashi Kengyo still has nothing to do. Alright. We've improved that camp. We've added a farm. We have an apostle here that is a debater. Yes, you're a debater. So why don't you go find someone to debate? Are you also a debater? Yes, you are. You also go find someone to debate. Are you also a debater? Yes, you are. That's perfect. All right. We're going to have them build up some adjacency bonuses by hanging out together. And maybe we can knock out that Nubian apostle soon. This Chinese unit is about to die. We'll make them regret their life decisions. Why would you even try that? That's my question. What were you actually thinking? Still cleansing the old ways from some of these cities. We need to skip that trader's turn. Again, we are going to have that Great General just sleep. Machine Gun Corps can chill. The Anu Tank crew is ready to attack. Gain some experience. I'm going to send you up towards Ravenna, because not only will it get you away from that tank, but we have a lot of tiles up there that need to be improved. Mary Leakey, that's right. So every artifact, we need to look at our great works and see where we have the most artifacts. All right, so Pergamon is pretty ripe with artifacts. Mycenae is loaded with them. Corinth is also loaded with them. So I guess maybe Mycenae should be the way to go. Where's Mycenae? Oh, it's over here. Alright. So we'll deal with that next turn. This tank army, technically... Oh yeah, we can keep exploring with you. That's easy. Fantastic. Yeah, Nubia's really not going to like me for having that many units on their border, but they're just going to have to deal. Meanwhile, we're going to send this guy over this direction. And we're not going to be able to fire just yet, but we'll be able to soon enough. We have these lovely individuals gallivanting around our territory. Oh, hey! You're dead. Bye-bye. Have a nice life. This tank is almost done too, so that problem will be dealt with before long at all. I guess I'll have you just wait until there's an actual war. We'll have you come down and hang out with your cavalry buddy. Hey, what do you think you're doing? That was a stupid move. Alright, so our religion just gained a lot of followers. Oh, Monitor's not happy with me for converting her cities, even though it was her prophet that just attacked me. If it is God's will that your people believe in our ways, who am I to stop it? A Monitor. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Hey! China's growing some balls. I've got a few balls of my own that I can throw at them in the form of artillery. This is not going to go well for them. Look at what they're doing. He's going to make peace with me after this is done, after I kill all those units. Alright, trade route plundered. Barbarians plundered your trader. Your trader from Calcutta to Rhodes is no longer active. From Calcutta. Calcutta's where? Up here. Alright, so we have a trader that I can just transfer. Where are you? You're in Uruk, I think. Rather. I would rather have... Yeah, so you need to trade with Rhodes. I would honestly rather have, leave that trader in so that I could eventually have Ur growing, because there's a reason I put that trader there, but we don't have the cap for it yet. So Oh well. City ranged attack, what do I got? I don't want this anti-tank crew that just finished to, well, maybe I do. They might get a promotion from that. If they do, then I will use them to merge with the unit that I had. Yeah, they did. All right. So you guys come down this way, and that way we'll have them cored up. All right, we're about 25 minutes into this episode. Let's finish up this turn here. This is just going stupidly well. Having fun with this. I know you guys are too. I'm appreciating you guys following along. Given the lull as we wait for kind of Gathering Storm coming up, there's not as much viewership at this point in the series, and it's pretty typical of like later game Civ series. But I appreciate those of you that are following along, and all of you in the backlog that come find the series later. Glad you're enjoying it, which I assume you are if you're watching episode 30. I don't mean to make assumptions, but, you know. Alright, so... yeah, we can get rid of all those notifications. And let's make some production decisions, shall we? You know, a military academy is probably a good idea here. I can buy one outright, actually, just for the production bonus. For the immediate production bonus. And we could go ahead and start on our spaceports. But I don't think I need a spaceport. We have a aerodrome building up in Aratium. Mediolanum, I believe, has an industrial zone. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, I can't wait for the Empire lens. I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry, but I genuinely can't wait. It's going to be great. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a builder because we have a lot to repair. Nice! So because we got that, we got 4 extra era score. Not that we needed it. We're doing overwhelmingly well in terms of era score. We're going to buy a library in Pergamon. We're not going to buy anything else, but we will go ahead and start a university building. So we have that science boost. We're going to get the broadcast center going in Corinth. Chennai. Hello. Yeah, Chennai can go ahead and train some additional things. We could do an aircraft carrier. We've got to upgrade our artillery, too. Let's just do a destroyer. We haven't done too many smaller naval ships. All right, La Roque. Let's have you work on an arena. Does not have any fresh water, so a bath is a great frickin' idea. Help that city grow. All right, and then Sipar, I think a workshop is probably a good idea. But no, actually, you know what's an even better idea? Well, a workshop is a good idea, but then we're going to get to an entertainment district there. I don't know if... let's put you on growth just in case that'll help eventually, but it's not helping right now. And Lagash, I guess we can do a builder here. It's not going to take 28 turns. It seems like it will, but it won't. That's fine. Alright, so that apostle died a horrible death. This apostle's about to suffer the same fate. Or not apostle, but missionary. Tell me that's not satisfying. Alright, so our religion just might have taken over in Carthage. Oh, not quite. But it is helpful. Toward that end. Alright, this tank, because we're not at war with Scythia, we can't actually do anything about those missionaries. But I can roll you out to what will soon be the front line. Man, can you believe how big our empire is? And it's still growing. We're going to conquer Nubia. Alright, Mary Leakey. This is going to be good. Hang on, I've got to queue something up to make sure we can really appreciate this. So, robotics is almost done. Why don't we then go for nuclear fusions? We can have nukes and synthetic materials. Alright, here we go. Oh wow, it actually didn't finish it off. We're like inches from finishing robotics. This just takes that many points. They did announce in a recent stream that pillaging of tiles in the later games will have much bigger yields. They kind of scale with time, so pillaging is going to become increasingly valuable. We're just really similarly valuable by era to the way it is in the early game, so I'm very excited by that, because that'll help with science and things. But, okay. I'm almost at the 30-minute mark, and we're not quite done with this turn. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, we are going to continue building up where possible, while also possibly preparing for a war with What's-Her-Face, if she doesn't decide to declare war on me first. So we are taking a moment just to tend to our empire now that we're not at war with anyone except China, who is just China. But we are going to definitely be working on taking out some of these governors and taking over some of Egypt's territory, again, by loyalty in the coming episodes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every other day at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.